I was watching a video someone posted. It was a video about bread, but what really caught my eye was the woman in the video. I immediately thought to myself how beautiful she was. I couldn't see her face. I noticed the shirt she had on. It wasn't fancy. It was actually just a very plain gray shirt, button-up shirt. She was holding a basket of bread that she had made. But I immediately thought how absolutely beautiful she was. Nothing inappropriate was showing. She wasn't trying to get attention. I know it's hard. It's hard to pull away from the public standard of beauty. Lots of makeup, showing skin. It's what is ground into our brain to think is beauty. You don't appreciate true beauty, though, until you come back into covenant with the Father. You will look at a woman who thinks she looks like an absolute mess, has no makeup on, she's tired, and you will think that is the most beautiful creature you've ever seen. You know why? Because she has Yahweh shining out of her. She's not worried about the world's definition of beauty. All she's worried about is making her Father happy, appearing beautiful to Him. The beauty of a woman in covenant who dressed modestly and has not a drop of makeup on, but is absolutely shining and radiating with the Spirit of the Father. That is the precious and most beautiful woman you could ever find. Not someone who is dressing to try to attract attention. Not someone who has a pound of makeup on their face. Not saying it's wrong to wear makeup. Do I think women need it? No. Do I still wear a little bit myself? Yes. I admit it. The saying, beauty is in the eye of the beholder, I don't think it's quite right. Beauty is in the light of Yahweh. If you have that light in you, it doesn't matter what you look like. It doesn't matter if you think you're the ugliest creature on earth. If you have the light of Yahweh in you, you are reflecting the most beautiful light that you could ever put forth. And that makes you the most beautiful creature someone could behold. The amazing thing is when you go back into covenant with the Father and start following Torah and you start building a relationship with the Father and you feel His Spirit growing stronger in you every day, you really start to stop caring about the world's standard. And it's amazing. You feel set free. It's true that man's burden is so heavy and Yahweh's burden is so light. For the first time in your life, you start to look at everything differently. You look at a woman who the world would consider absolutely gorgeous, and you feel sorry for her. And you look at a woman who thinks that she's ugly or not worth admiring, but she has the light of Yahweh in her, and you see the most radiant, beautiful thing you've ever seen. Sorry, a little out of breath. I was doing chores. There's a reason why we're warned so much about lust. To not choose a husband or a wife based on appearance and just for lust. Because what is it really worth? You look at them and chose them purely for the fact that you're lusting after them. You have a few fleeting years of pleasure and then you're both damned together. I'll never understand why anyone would think a few years of so-called pleasure and so-called having fun is worth your entire eternity. Plus, you can never experience true peace if you're living in sin. You can never be truly happy if you're living in sin. You think you are. The devil certainly makes you think you are, and you'll come up with every excuse in the book to tell yourself that it's okay and that you have a legitimate reason for the sin you're living in. And then sadly, you're going to find out it was not at all worth it. And it honestly breaks my heart. It truly does break my heart. So ladies and men, please don't be so worried about physical appearance and lust. Worry about your relationship with the Father, being obedient, following Torah. That will bring you more joy and happiness than the sins of this earth could ever bring you. I'm back in the house now, but there's just one last thing I wanted to add. When you look back at history, what made man fall? 3 things always seem to come up and always seem to be detrimental: pride, greed, and lust. Lust, honestly, I don't know, lust and pride seem to be in competition with each other. And I don't say that in a rebuking way. I'm saying that because we need to be aware of the temptation, we need to be aware of the issue, the repeating issue, if we are to overcome it and conquer it.